Hello, all my friends, Syracuse fans, TTC, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy Snero6 back in action. Tonight I wasn't thinking at first about making a vlog, but I suddenly just got some inspiration and thought, you know what? I needed to make a vlog about something. So here I am making a vlog about something. Some of you may recall my video that I made the night before the Super Bowl where I talked about rushing the court, which was inspired by something that Cowboy TD said, and the rebuttal by a UConn fan, G-Man, which talked about the UConn students rushing the court after they had beaten then #1 Texas. And I agreed with the UConn students to set the decision to rush the court because, you know, they'd just beaten the #1 team in the country, and they've had a really up and down season, and it seemed like a big emotional win, so you know, it was. I thought it was kind of right for them to rush the court, and you know, I gave my ideas for why rushing the court is either warranted or is not warranted. But today, a great article by Rick Reilly appeared on ESPN.com, and I have included the link for those of you who want to see it. About rushing the court, where Rick Reilly actually gave up a whole list of guidelines. And he said that the school should not be rushing the court if they've won an NCAA title in the past 20 years, if they've been to the Final Four in the last 5 years, if the team they have just beaten is not in the top 3, if the team is ranked within 15 rungs of you, or is really a football school, or if they've beaten the same team in the past 5 years, or if they've beaten the team they've beaten by more than 10 points, or if you're a university and you just beat a college, or if Coach K comes to your coach's clinic, or you have a dead mortal lottery pick on your team, or, to top it all off, if your team has appeared in one shining moment. Now, some of those I don't agree with. However, I do agree with a few of them, especially the ones saying if your team has won a championship, if your team is a top 25 team, if your team has won by more than 10 points. I totally agree. You should not be rushing the court. I mean, rushing the court is usually associated with big upsets or huge emotional wins. Now, tonight, just after this article was written, ironically, I just got done watching the Duke-Maryland game, and the Maryland students rushed the court. And I totally disagreed with their decision to rush the court and put it my status out on Facebook, and a bunch of my friends came to the agreement with me that it wasn't necessary to rush the court. Now, we at Syracuse used to rush the court. Every now and then we would rush the court, especially when we were down, like 2-3 years ago, when we would play Georgetown when they were highly ranked and beat them and rush the court. No matter how emotional the game was, we'd rush the court anyway because it was an upset of usually a very highly ranked Georgetown team. But we haven't rushed the court in the past 2 years. Why? Because we know we're the better team and there's really not a need to rush the court. Not to mention dome security usually comes out in full force to prevent us from doing it anyway. But that's besides my point. With the Maryland students rushing the court, I've got a couple words for you Maryland students tonight. First of all, you guys are a top 25 team that beat another top 25 team at home. Big deal. It's not like it was that big an upset. It wasn't like it was that big an emotional game. I mean, yes, Duke made it tough on you guys, and you pulled it out, but it wasn't that big a win. It's not that big an upset. I mean, it's one top 25 team playing a higher-ranked top 25 team. That's not that big a win. Second of all, Duke is not a big rival for you guys. As much as you'd like to think that Duke is a big rival for you guys, Duke doesn't give two shits about you. Okay? Their biggest rival is North Carolina, not Maryland. You're just a blip on their radar. Get over yourselves. And third of all, it wasn't that emotional a win. Seriously. You guys didn't really have that much emotion riding. I mean, yes, it's senior night, but was it really necessary to go on the court and jump around like you guys just won a huge upset? You pull off a huge upset? Seriously. I mean, top 25 teams do not rush the court when they beat other top 25 teams. You didn't see the Syracuse students rush the court when we beat Nova on Saturday night. We certainly didn't rush the court. Cases that would warrant rushing the court, and this is a shout out to you, Zequan, is where, let's say, the South Carolina-Kentucky game, where Devin Downey went galooly, and weird choice of words there, but absolutely single-handedly crushed Kentucky, number one Kentucky at the time. That warrants rushing the court. Hell, even UConn, even though they were ranked at the time too, beating the number one team, their program has been up and down, let them rush the court too. But tonight, big deal. You beat the number 4 team in the country, you're number 23. It's not that big an upset. Anyway, Maryland fans, if you may see this, you can yell at me, you can tell me I'm wrong, you can tell me however, that's just my opinion. Okay, you can give me all the justification you want, I don't give a shit. I think you guys just want to be Syracuse people. You guys wish that you had Newhouse, and you guys wish that you had the things we had, and stop playing Get It On. That's our thing. Okay, get your own freaking song to play with your band. Alright, well, that's it for me. Sunsnero 6. My story, I'm sticking to it. Go Cuse. Good night, everybody. Over and out. Peace.